Good morning, happy new month, and happy first Sunday of August. It seems like this year is flying by real quickly. I hope everybody has had a good year so far, but most importantly, I hope it has been a positive one, outweighing more of the storms. Today is going to be a random thought day. We're not going to talk about a lot of negative issues. Today we're going to be talking about how you're frustrated on certain areas and what that truly could mean. So today is about frustration. I know we have a lot of it. Everybody does, and it comes at different levels, different times, different points of our life. But as you get older, as I have found, you start to get frustrated about things that used to bring you joy, peace, understanding, all of those things. But where I used to take it as a negative, I sort of take it more as a positive now. As I told you, I have a relationship that's been strong built with God, and now as I've gotten older, not just so much because of my life circumstances, but because I realized what could have happened to me if he wasn't there. I understand not everybody believes, and that's fine with me. Just don't bring your negativity to me, because that's not where you're at. If I respect your area, please respect mine, and I'll do the same continually with yours. But remember, these are about me. I'm not, if it helps somebody along the way, that I'm very thankful for. But this is about me moving forward in a place in my journey that I have to, because of the fact of where I know I'm supposed to be going. So the random thoughts today are about frustration. I don't know about some of you, but when I get frustrated, it's because I'm getting ready to make a move either in career, life, financially, some of those things that are going to affect me in a point. And I'm sorry about the light going in and out. I have a fan on. I'm in Arizona. Fan is the backup to circulate the air conditioned air. But sorry, I went off, but a lot of the frustration can come from those things. We get comfortable and figure this is where we're supposed to be. This is the job for us finally. This is where we are going to make our mark. But if you have set yourself and in your mind have saw things that you want to be greater at, the norm will never do. You're going to always get frustrated. You're going to always have those moments when you know it's time to move ahead and move forward. And then we let the old self come into play. What if? What if I do? What if I make a mistake? What if I'm not successful? How do I regroup from that? And forget that up until this point, that's everything that you've done. Me, myself, I have always doubted myself. I've doubted if I can come back from something, if I can come through something. The hard challenges, the storms, the tragedies. How am I going to get past them? But I have. I haven't done it on my own thinking, but I have done it. And I have a lot of people that tell me that I'm strong, that they always want to commend me on that strength. But I'm very fragile. I saw a reel today, and I did repost it on my storyline, because I am fragile. I have those moments. No, I'm not a big at showing that fragility. That I am not. Those who know me know that I show my strength more than my fragileness. And I'm sorry, but that's who I am. I always felt I'm the one that should allow others to lean on me instead of leaning on others. And sometimes it can be a cruel reality, because you will find yourself, when it comes times that you need that shoulder, it's hard to get it because they don't see you like that. So today we're going to talk about those frustrations. We're going to talk about how they affect us. The frustration of knowing you should make a move. Everything is lined up for you to make a move, but your fear of the outcome of that move. What if you fail? What if you lose everything? Here's the thing. I've lost everything before. I failed before. And some kind of way, I always get up. And I know that's from God. I know that He has blessed and favored me. Today, I realize that not only has He favored me, but He has blessed me to see that favor through my children. All those times that I was frustrated, I know there's a lot of children out there that blame their parents for not having enough. My sons were never like that. I thank God for that. To be honest, they're my biggest fans. I have had to learn to let them be young men and show their strength that they have been given and earned through the journey as well. And that is very hard when you have been that protector, the best that you could for each of your children. That have been that call to when things get rough and they need mom and you came. The hardest thing in the world to do is to let go of your role as the protector for them. But there's also a blessing in it. If you have children who have good spouses, they have been blessed with good husbands, good wives, then that's your blessing. It allows you to do your part now that they are grown and they have their own legacies to leave their mark, their footprint, to see their kingdoms grow. And you allow them to do that and just pray them through. That was another reel I saw today. It made me realize, yes, it was the hardest probably thing I have ever done in my life, is to release and let my sons be men. Because to witness that they do have wives who are very strong, some very quiet when they came into the family, but are a lot more vocal now, and I thank God for that. Because I'll be honest, my sons are not the quiet type, and they can eat you up if you're not strong. So I thank God for that. I thank God very much for my daughters through marriage. They are some very commendable young women, some very strong mothers, and very, very blessings to, as Proverbs 31 women, whether they know it or not. They are a blessing to our family. So I thank their mother and fathers for raising them like they did and allowing my sons to be presented with them as wives. Now, as far as the random thoughts for me today, that frustration that you may be feeling, that you think you get up and go to work every day, and you say to yourself, man, I used to love this job. I used to love coming to this job. I used to love doing this job. But when you get up now, you go to it and you're like, this job. It's time to recheck your focus. Doesn't mean that it's not going to be easy. It's not. It never is. This change is never good for us when we feel it. But once the change happens, we realize that it was the best thing we ever did in our lives. Sometimes we're only meant to be at a place for a moment. Sometimes that moment may be 5 years. It may have taken you that long to get your foundation for what you should be doing in the next part of your journey. But I tell you today, don't fear that change. Don't fear making a mistake. Don't fear having to get up and praying as you get up. Don't fear the storm or the valley. Don't fear people telling you that you won't be successful. Don't fear being something against the normal. Some of us will never be normal. And I thank God for that too, because it's those that aren't willing to be normal that make that footprint, that carbon copy, that mark on the world that was needed. You will always, always find a naysayer, no matter what you do. Whether it was from your past, whether it's from where you're going, from wherever you think you're wanting to go, you are always going to have a naysayer. Most likely more than one. They'll tell you that, oh, that sounds like a good idea, and dog you completely behind your back. You may lose a lot once you start that other part of your journey. They'll disappear. Those you thought were going to be loyal to the end. Doesn't mean that you don't love them, and it doesn't mean they don't love you. It just means where you're going, they're not meant to go. They have reached their limit. They have reached their strength potential. Yours is different. You've seen more. You've done more. You've endured more. And there's more to come. Because when you are not the norm, you face a lot more battles. I know. My children know. So in that, become that greatness that you were chosen to be. Don't let anyone talk you out of it. Don't let your pride make you be above or beyond anyone else. Just be that greatness. It's important because the world needs it now. There is way so much more negative than there is positive. So those who are not of the norm, it's time to step up. Reach and go for everything that you know you should. Hesitate on nothing. Because in hesitating, you're denying someone that is needing what you have to offer. Support each other, love each other, but most importantly, believe in yourself. You're destined to be great. I hope this has reached and helped someone. I hope it has been understanding, because today has been a real day. It's been a bit even, oh wow, difficult week. But each day it gets easier. Each day facing each struggle, it does get easier. Continue to do greatness and let greatness be within you. Have an awesome and great new week and a blessed and happy new month of August. Peace and one love. The Legacy Reborn.